Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. I have absolutely no idea what's in this package. There are so many manufacturers that send things that are typical to this, just like a mysterious yellow package, and I can never remember who's who on the front. So anyways, we're going to find out together. If it is something I can link, I will absolutely, positively link it right down in the description so that you guys can check it out if you want to. It does help my channel when you use my links, but that's entirely up to you. Thanks so much to my patrons for supporting me. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. And thanks to whoever sent this. Sincerely, let's find out. I have a feeling. Yeah, I think maybe I know. Am I right? I'm wrong. It's Miguron and Ameight. Okay, cool. I have never received a knife from Miguron or Ameight that I thought was bad. They have done an excellent job, especially those of you who are familiar with the company. Ameight and Miguron, same thing. Especially when it comes to their less expensive stuff. Their more expensive stuff is pretty good. Their less expensive stuff is, I'm going to say it's legendary. Especially, I mean, like, you know, those of you familiar with the Valona, that's one of the highest quality pocket knives you can get, dollar for dollar. Packaged well, I appreciate that. We have some additional shrink wrapping, so bear with me while I try to come up with things to say while I open. Why don't you just edit the video? I don't know. It's just laziness, I guess. I don't know. Some people like to... That's what I tell myself. Oh no, the people like this part, right? That's why they watch it. It's just to hear me ramble on with the screen just awkwardly on. Let go of this knife. Miguron. Let's go a little bit less aggressive on the tape, right? It's not going to come out of there. Okay. What do we have here? What's the name of it? This is... Okay. MGR 805. I will link this down below. This is likely, almost certainly, on the budget end. Looks like we have a top flipper. That works perfectly. Really nice polish on that blade. We have satin for the flats, and then we have a nice high polished tumbled finish on the blade. Really good looking blade. We have a, the action's very smooth. Yeah. Curiously thick scales between, nice centering, between the lipped steel liners and the G10 scales. I think the G10 scales are just almost unnecessarily thick, but it's okay. The flipping action is wonderful, right? What did it say that we had for steel? Did it? Do we have any indicator whatsoever for what type of steel this is? My guess is it's something, you know, in the past, Miguron's used 14C28N a lot, so it wouldn't surprise me if that's what it is. That link down in the description will tell you. This is, excuse me, this is just an unboxing and first impressions, not a review, so I don't have this information before I actually take a look. This is very easy to manipulate. Left-handed front flip is no problem. Something that I will compliment on and then also, you know, knock them down a bit here is that I'm glad that there's a thumb stud. You're not forced to use a slightly awkward top flipper. That's not the most orthodox way of deploying your knife, right? It's just for the new fidgety crowd. Well, I say new. We've been seeing stuff like this for a while now. Glad you put a thumb stud on it. Why'd you only put it on one side, right? I know you can take this off and flip it around. But what if I have it in my left hand and I want to deploy it that way? I guess I can reverse flick it this way. I want to complain. I just make another cutout on this side and just put the thumb studs on both sides, right? But okay, not that big of a deal. At least you can take it off and put it on the other side. It's interesting. Pretty generic. Nothing, you know, it's just like the most incredible thing I've ever seen. But okay, good enough. I would imagine there's a good price tag on it. And I'm hoping and guessing that the blade steel is acceptable. This is going to be the premium one. Always excited to see. I'm waiting for Miguron to blow me away, or Ameight to blow me away in the premium department like they have in the budget department. I remember the first time that I opened up that Velona. So I'm hoping one of these days, oh, what do we got here? We got diamond textured titanium. That's a good start. All right. This one here, I'll put the name of it up on the screen right now. So happy with the diamond textured titanium. So many companies miss this opportunity for, I'm sure it's not the cheapest thing to do, but it is such a good looking texture pattern. And it actually offers meaningful traction on an otherwise very slippery surface that I don't know why I couldn't say that, right? Got it on both sides. Simple, but milled popsicle style titanium clip, right? Good looking. S90V, very nice. Very good. Thank you. Thank you for not just doing, oh, what do they want? M390? Sure. Yeah, thank you. M390 is fine. I'm so happy we're seeing more S90V. That's really nice to see. All right. Thumb stud opener, that works very well. Let me do it again here this way. Perfect, yeah. What is it that's looking odd here? Blade height to handle height ratio is looking a little bit awkward, and I think the idea there is to make sure that the blade sunk almost entirely into the scales without being so close to the edge here that you can touch it. What I would have preferred is longer backspacer to house this so that you're not actually touching the blade, and then you can make the blade a little bit taller, right, just to create that better ratio there. But let's comment on what is impressive, and I'm thinking that might be oil, or is that the actual finish? Wow, the finish on the blade is nice. It is nice. You get a little bit of a choke-up position. You can safely get a single knuckle in there, so that's fine. Can you access this little fuller thing? No, not really. That's at the top you can. You got to dig at it a little bit. Okay, all right, you can get at it. Thumb stud's way easier to do the reverse flick. The thumb stud for just the standard deployment is fine. The grip back here is definitely the most comfortable. Contoured and diamond textured titanium scales. That's very nice. I love the scales. The blade is interesting. It's just kind of like a straight edge and then a pretty aggressive change in curvature there, but it's cool. And S90V down at the edge, not super duper thin. It's kind of a slow taper down to the cutting edge. But I'm certain that it'll still slice. Oh yeah, just fine. Yeah, totally fine. That's cool. That's a cool one. I'm wondering if these come in different colors. I think some people would like the blue and the black. I'm sure some people would like a bronze or a gold anno, and I'm sure a lot of people like me would prefer it to be all stonewashed. But this is a nice aesthetic. This is a nice looking knife, and we are getting a full milled titanium clip. We're getting a full titanium backspacer, contoured and textured titanium scales. We're getting a nice blade, a nice overall aesthetic. It's not going to appeal to everybody. Good action, right? We're getting S90V steel. Knowing Miguron from the past, I'm going to guess there's a pretty aggressive price tag on that. When I say aggressive, I mean versus the competition. It's probably quite a bit lower than your Limelight competition, right? Your stuff that's at the front of the shelf, right? So not bad, not bad, pretty cool. As per usual, this is, like I said, just an unboxing and first impressions, right? I do like both of these. This one's okay. I mean, it's just kind of, it's another thing. But this is, I do like this one. And I like that it's another option that we have in S90V instead of M390, right? You will get a full comprehensive review of each of these knives. This one will probably be pretty quick. But definitely a full comprehensive review of this guy. So be watching out for those here in just a couple of weeks. Probably do a giveaway on that one. I don't know what I'm going to do with this one just yet, but very interesting. Thank you again to Miguron for sending these in for me to take a look at. Like I said, I will link each of these knives individually down in the description so that you guys can take a look if you so choose. That's going to be pretty much it today. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.